Those little seeds you saw have grown into these big trees over the past 1.5 years. It's taken a lot of patience, time, transferring in and out of the house during some of the seasons. But they finally grown stiff enough stems and good leaves. They overwintered this past winter, and now they're coming back fresh in the spring. But like I said, this did not happen overnight. It took about 1.5 years, and the journey to get there was quite difficult. Let me show you what that looks like from the start. This is how the little sprouts get started. These are actually apple seeds, taken straight from an apple core, washed, rinsed, cleaned, planted. Didn't do any stratification for these. And as you can see, the little sprouts are actually coming up pretty good. 0 stratification. Now that's not to say it wasn't shipped in a cold container, possibly, or maybe the apples came frozen, I don't know. But the seeds came out and they're looking pretty good. Okay, so tonight these little seedlings are about to get inside of slightly bigger containers. When they've reached this height, they tend to curl their little roots around and they get that root tangle. We don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna move them into slightly bigger cups tonight. Let's see how it goes. Okay, first I need to go ahead and grab containers. These look slightly bigger than the other ones. This should do for now. So I'm gonna give these a quick rinse just to get all this leftover gunk out. And I'll transfer the little seedlings into these pots. Okay, so I only have 4 of these medium ones. These are a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can see the size difference, so I don't want to use these smooth ones. I only got 1 more of the medium size, but that's it. I think I threw out the rest last year. So once a plant rots in it, I don't want to risk anything like mold. Like you see these, I don't even know. Maybe I should keep these. I think I can clean that out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go digging around, see if I can find more of these medium-sized ones. Okay, so my setup is a little messy here. It's not exactly the neatest, but went ahead and organized all the pots. Got the base holders on the bottom. So I got 15. Matches the number of seedlings that have sprouted. I got 15 there. Over here, oh, the lights just went out. Okay, over here. Let me try to get those lights back on. Come on, there we go. All right, so over here, got some gravel, a little bit of dried up eggshells. These are just gonna be used at the bottom to help with drainage. These are gonna be put on top to avoid any little slugs or pests getting in there. And yeah, this is the fertile organic soil. This will be used to fill up those pots around the empty space, because these little bitty things are not going to have enough dirt to fill up these bigger pots. So I'm going to start on that, and we'll see how it works out. All the little seedlings are in their own little pots now. Happy as can be. Look at that. Got them in without any falling out, which is perfect. Got some down here. Oh, can't really see that one. Okay. But yeah, now I'm gonna add, can't talk today. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of eggshells on top. And that'll just protect it from any pests crawling up there, anything like a slug, snail. Hopefully we don't even have those, but just in case. So I'm gonna add that and be right back. Okay, so now they have all the little eggshells there. And this is not only going to work as pest control, at least for slugs and those type of things, but it's also going to work as a mulch. So that way, whenever I water these, it's not splashing up the bacteria from the dirt onto the green leaves and things like that that can cause diseases in the plant. So everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and get my water here. And for that, I have this mister spray. So you want to use a mist spray because if you use like a normal pour handle type of watering tool, then you're going to get a lot of water buildup. It's not going to absorb as well. But you use, sorry, a little clumsy. You use something like this. It's got a little spray nozzle, lets out a mist. It's going to actually replicate rainfall. It's very gentle, it's very thin, and it's going to penetrate the soil a lot better than if you were to try to pour, let's say, something out of like a water bottle or a larger container. Okay, all the plants have been watered, and the reason I went over them a few times, because you want to water deep. You don't want to water shallow. The roots won't go down. It won't really get firmly, what do you want to call it? It just won't be really good plant without those roots going very deep. If the roots are shallow, the plant can die easily and won't be drought tolerant. But if you water it deep and just do it less frequently, you'll get the roots to go even lower and they'll reach for the water, especially when they get planted out in the ground outside. If you live in a climate where it's easy for things to dry up, this is especially important. You want to get those roots deep when they're young, get them long. You saw a few of the roots when I was actually replanting them in the bigger pots. And those are the, what do you want to call it? The roots that basically settle the plant for the rest of its life. So if that main taproot, that's what it is, taproot. If that taproot goes down very well initially, you'll have a good plant long term. 5 days later, the sprouts are all looking pretty good. They've all taken well to the new soil. None of them have drooped over and died. That's always a positive sign. And a few of them even sprouted some new leaves, got a little taller. All they needed was a little bit more space to grow. Slightly bigger pot. Got them all to where they need to be. These two make a great comparison. You see this one that transitioned to the bigger pot. It's already sprouting a second pair of leaves. The baby leaves are down there. First pair, second pair on top. Whereas this one that stayed in the smaller pot, this one's one that sprouted up later, but only by a day. And you can see only 2 little leaves coming out of the baby leaves. Not even growing that big. Plants need space to grow. You don't give them the right size pot. When you have plants like these, they won't grow big. They'll stay small. Even the smallest of these that got switched over to the larger pots, still much bigger than that one. So make sure that whenever you are growing your plants, you're not stunting their growth by keeping them in pots that are too small. Remember these guys outside? The bigger trees? Next time, we'll be switching these to even bigger pots. See the larger pot right there? We'll be placing this plant right here into this larger pot, giving it more space to grow next time. We'll see you then.